Manawaker Studios Flash Fiction Podcast is supported by patrons on Patreon. To find out more or to add your support for as little as $1 a month, visit patreon.com/Manawaker. Welcome to Manawaker Studios Flash Fiction Podcast. I'm CB Droege. This week, Regarding Pain by Matthew Rotando. Sometimes the thing I try to do is feel all my pain at exactly the same time. The pain in my legs from running too hard. The pain in my chest from my lonely pleasure. The pain in my back from my bicycle crash. The pain in my temple because I don't see my grandma enough. The pain in my left knee from when I carried Butch on my shoulders and stepped into a ditch. The pain in my cheeks and stomach from one recent and particularly premature goodbye. The pain in my eyes from the time I saw what I shouldn't have seen, a death too young. I think of all this, and I try to bring all this physical pain right up to the surface, all at the same time. The itch, the heat, the dull knot, the ache, the pressure, the stab, I let them all take me over, fill me up, so there isn't any idea of me left that isn't pain, pain, pain. And then he just spins there, a pain man, a hot popcorn kernel whizzing around in a kettle about to pop, but he doesn't pop. He just spins and spins, getting hotter and hotter, and the walls of his skin begin to turn black and smoke, and still he gets hotter, and a little orange flame forms and dances across his surface, and his face cracks and falls away, and his eyes light up, sending 4th of July sparks everywhere, and the full moon begins to wobble in its orbit around the earth from the incredible nuclear heat of this man made of pain, spinning faster than a quark, faster than Einstein ever dreamed. A new and very unstable source of gravity forms and drags all sorts of unknown elements out of the center of the Earth's molten core, and they blast upward toward the moon, which has begun to rumble and tremble, and weird, milky stuff the color of brie oozes out of the cracks in the moon's surface. And all the people of planet Earth are out of their beds now. Half of them were awake already anyway, and they look up into the sky or down at the fissures forming in the erupting earth, and they begin to feel all their pain too, because of a strange chemical associative effect from the scorching speed and intensity of the man made of pain going round and round. And before anybody knows what to do or how to do it, the whole shit show makes a sound like the puff of air from the device the eye doctor uses to shoot in your pupil during your eye exam. And it all disappears. And then nothing. Just a faint smell of unpopped popcorn and a vast and endless space. And Werner Herzog in a space capsule with a handheld camera over his shoulder, pointing into the blackness, saying to himself, "Yes! Yes! Yes, I knew it! This was the right time!" This has been Regarding Pain, written by Matthew Rotando. For more information about Manawaker Studios' other projects, including books and games, visit Manawaker.com, which is also where you should go to learn more about the authors featured on this podcast or to get details about submitting a story. The Flash Fiction Podcast theme song is by Kevin MacLeod. Manawaker Studios' Director of Dice is Ben Baston. I'm CB Droege. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at CBDROEGE. Thanks for listening. On the next installment of Manawaker Studios Flash Fiction podcast, the rest of the youngsters adjusted their movements to the slower tempo, as Kyle Harrington's arms continued whipping the air like he was keeping time with a lawnmower.